And we are live. Peace, 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 and Black Power family. Welcome to another episode of Do Not Radio. Place where knowledge is born. It's your host, Knowledge Born a Lot. And we definitely got the man. Let me just switch the camera over so y'all can be extra upset. Let me just move it over. Uh, so y'all can take that in right there. You understand what I need them to be extra upset right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because we got the most recognizable.
You know they rioting and everything. Hold on.
Right, right. We got
Down in LA.
that's what I was talking about. The most recognizable character on the planet. Okay, if you ain't seen him like this, you might have seen him someplace else. You might have seen him doing something else. You understand what I'm saying? And we about to get into that right now. We got the man, the myth, the legend, the most talented and the most versatile. So I need y'all to look and visualize. If y'all ever watch Everybody Hates Chris, Chris hated his little brother Drew because Drew could do everything. You understand? So we got the modern day Drew. If Drew was a person in real life with this multi-talented, multifunctional star player slash role player slash referee slash coach in this motherfucker today.
You
We got to
stupid.
go here himself. Let me I got to amp with this part right here. Walter French in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow, tougher. Yeah, you did it right. I ain't even gotta do it. You got it. Perfect. That's my
Hey, I was
dog.
studying. I was studying this shit. I was like, let me see if I
I
can
ain't
get it,
gotta do it.
if I can pull it in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did
What's
that
good, my
perfect.
brother? How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm feeling good, man. Just working on some edits and stuff, but I'm good.
Word. Y'all like a
How you
one-stop
doing?
shop over here. I'm
Oh man,
hey,
trying
I'm
to you
good.
gotta be for a little bit.
Sheesh, boy. They're like, yeah, I'll be doing this and then oh yeah, I shoot this and then edit and then oh shit, then my homie, if he's shooting, I'm shooting for him, I'm shooting with him, I'm in the background. I'm like, shit, that versatility in regards to from one day to the next and what that shit encompasses is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I, I
It
got
does.
I got the game from G Wayne. G Wayne and Tim Willie came through and gave me the game. I'm like, oh shit. So this shit really do be happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
feel like feel like Penny from Inspector Gadget and shit. Like, oh shit, like this shit really do be going on.
Exactly. It goes. Yeah, it's pretty. It's exactly how you explain it too, man.
Damn,
It's
damn.
it is a grind. Like that's getting into YouTube or entertainment, especially YouTube and filming with other people. That truthfully can become an everyday thing all week.
Mm, damn.
Seriously, from editing to shooting for other people to shooting your own sketches to then having to do music and then having to record, and it's yeah. But it's a great life, so I'm cool with it.
So what you put out there, you was like one fateful day on the trip to one of the homies' house, everything kind of started. So if you
Uh
can take us back to that moment where
to for like
everything kind of
YouTube,
popped off for you. Well, for
YouTube or just in general.
in general, because I think one led to the other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to hear the
Right.
story for it all.
Okay. When I let's see, the first when I really got into rap, I started rapping. I was in Georgia. I was in Smyrna, Georgia, and I had two homeboys who they wasn't even good at rapping at all. But I ain't gonna say they wasn't good. I ain't gonna play them like that. But they was whatever. You know what I'm saying? They was not professional or nothing like that. Just having fun with it. And they used to freestyle all the time, like all the time. Every time I come to their house, they would freestyle, and they're sitting there freestyle, and they would always ask me to kick freestyle or just rap. I didn't know how to rap, so I never did it. But after a while, just hearing them doing it, and I don't know. One time they asked me to go, I started rapping, and they was like, "Yo, you pretty nice," and they gave me a nickname. and we just started freestyling. And I think I was like there for like a year and a half more before I left back to Oceanside, California, and I started using those freestyle skills to get into battle rapping. And that's when I really started like learning, like, oh snaps, like I could probably move a crowd with my lyrics, you know what I mean, or rapping, and yeah, that's exactly how it took off for me, like entertaining. And then you start listening to, like, really the main guy that I was listening to was Ludacris, and that, I don't know, that really got me excited for music. And
Gotta do it.
Yeah, Ludacris. Yeah, so yeah, that's how it started for me. You know, then that trickled over to crump. I started crump dancing, and then
at the height when that shit was like that rise moment, like when shit, when everybody was trying to break their whole. Ooh, shit, that's perfect. Yeah, I was
2007 time.
I was in Germany.
Okay, what you doing over there?
In Germany. I was in the military. So I didn't, like, there was no instruction manual. Motherfuckers just came to the club like already, like they was in the movie, like they left the movie and jumped in the club. I was like, oh shit, like what are they doing? Like that shit was crazy because it was like somebody had took breakdancing, because they still breakdance over there. You know what I'm saying? Any given night you could go somewhere and catch some cats breakdancing. So they had like little breakdance battles and shit. Like me and my little brother, we get down like, hold the fuck up, man. It's like we black. Motherfucker, like, hold up. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Get into this and see, you see what I'm saying? Black breakdancers matter. You understand? So we had to get into our shit. You understand what I'm saying? So with this, someone took that and put all of the pain, all of the emotion, all of everything in it from a cultural perspective, and just zoomed it into somebody's body. And the way cats was moving, I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And then I seen the movie and I was like, oh shit, this is what they was doing. I just seen it. I was like, just in awe of that shit. Like, you know, motherfuckers was in their zone. So for you to say you was doing that kind of dance, that was like war chant shit to the max for us, because we was gladiating out that bitch.
You're right. That's what it was. It was basically it was war dance, like 100%. You know what I mean? Like, and the crazy thing about crump is before it was crump, it was clown. Well, it's all clown dancing still around, but at the beginning it was just clown dancing, and I was cool with looking at it visually, but personally, me doing it, it wasn't my vibe. And when I seen the energy behind crump, when that came out, when that rose from the ashes or whatnot, that pain, that energy, that frustration of certain things, we're just growing up and dealing with certain stuff. So it was cool to let off that energy, and I really like took heed in that and like started dancing like nonstop. So, and I don't know, I would say I thank crump because it gave me a chance to be that one person in front of a whole crowd, and it helped me get way better with my entertainment. 100%. You know, every time you dance, you're the only person moving. Like, you know what I mean? So so that was from the music to that to YouTube. Yep, that's the build up. And Ja got me. I seen Ja. We was doing I don't know if you ever seen the sketch where I was they robbed me. It's the plug play sketch that Ja did, where he robs me. Him and Minx robbed me, and that was the first sketch I did. Yeah, that was the first sketch I did out here. Yeah, out here in LA. And
in that parking lot shit, right? That joint in the parking lot. Oh, that's wild. That's
Yeah, that was
wild.
the first. That was the first sketch I did in LA, and so I was like, "This is hilarious. This is fun." And
Right.
so I had some couple conversations with Ken, had some couple conversations with Ja, and shoot, just started going. Let that thing trickle down, man. Just start making these videos and get it going.
Yeah. That modality, you going from one creative space to the next creative space to the next creative space. What was those, transitions like for you? You see what I'm saying? You hear, and you hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, were they smooth transitions, or did you kind of go through some shit in between?
Like, it's funny because like I'm be totally honest about like the transition for all that. I don't know. When I was doing music, I had to figure out. Well, actually, when I was doing music, I didn't even have any decision about Crump. I just felt the energy and started doing it. But after a while, I started to see how it was helping me be a better entertainer. And in 2007, I was shooting. I had like a little flip cam. I don't even know if you may know what that is, but it's the old camera that had the USB that came out on the side of it. I used to have that, and I was shooting videos with that. I was shooting funny comedy videos with that, like in 2007. So it's just it's kind of funny. It never really was a transition. It was just stuff that I was doing already for so long. It's just I was keeping more focused on my music, and I kind of pushed things to the side. So when it came time to do my YouTubes and everything like that, all I kind of really needed to know was what camera to get. Like, so yeah, it was like to everyone else, I know it definitely seems like a transition because the way they seen it, but shoot, at home, those are things that I kind of always did, you know? So yeah, it's smooth transition, basically.
So, what were some of your, I would say, defining moments in regards to each aspect? You know, like you mentioned, battle rap has a through line. So, at what point was it for you as an MC? Because you've been MCing for a minute. Like a long time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Long time.
what was some of those defining moments for you as an MC? Then as a dancer, then as what you're doing currently with all of it, all kind of together. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Shoot, I don't know. I think I have a couple. I don't know. I have a handful of defining moments when it comes to music because it was just always things that's like boom, boom. But a real, from the beginning, something that really defined music for me was when when I came back from Georgia and I was battle rapping, and at lunchtime they had this big building in our school called Cat's Corner, and we had this battle. They used to have battle raps like every Friday on the little stage right in front of Cat's Corner where everyone would get their snacks, so everybody would be there. And we would all, me and my boys, when I got back, me and my boys would always rap in little circles and stuff like that. I'm showing everybody my new skills that I just acquired. And someone was like, "Yo, man, you should get up on the stage." And it was against a guy who was like always winning. I got up there and I beat him. And it was just that energy from everybody and the seeing me being able to use my words and can move a crowd and to be that good at it. That changed my whole mentality about like performing or even being a rapper. Like that was a huge defining moment for sure. For dance, I'm gonna say for my dancing, a defining moment actually wasn't even when I was dancing. It was because I don't know, my dance name was Grim. So big homies basically had little homies. So I was Grim, Junior Grim, Little Grim, Young Grim, Kid Grim, Baby Grim, blah blah, so on and so on. Girl Grim. I had a little homie. Her name was Girl, and she was battling at an event. It was a Tide-Ice's big event called The Realm, and this was kind of after a while, after being Grim for a while, being known, doing a lot of things, little accolades here and there. When she was battling, it was just like seeing how hard she was dancing for my name, for her name, for our family, seeing the energy that had taken over, seeing what it had all become. It was just like an eye opener to like, yo, I got people dancing under me. I got, you know what I mean? Like this is this huge major battle going on right now. And it was like, yeah, that was a huge defining moment to where like I knew like something was happening. And like I just kind of wanted to keep going at it, keep teaching people. Yeah, so that was actually a really dope. Yeah, it's like I see it like it happened yesterday. That was dope. Shoot, with sketches, with my YouTube stuff, a defining moment, truthfully, was the day I went to the store and bought my camera. Like that was huge. Like, I went to school for videography, and I had bought a camera way, way back in the day, but to buy a camera that was at this price and that was going to help me get this look and all this and that, like that was a huge defining moment to show that I actually, well, I know I always believed in myself, but just on a different level with video, not just music, not just crump things that I knew, even though I did videos at home, blah, 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 back in the day, but just was a defining moment coming amongst all my friends, Ja, Ken, Meeks, all these huge names. It's like, okay, you got to really come with it if you're finna do some videos. So that was a huge, huge defining moment for me. Basically, the biggest thing to me now is just investing in myself. And that was like a huge start of that. To answer,
So before we get into some of these other things, what was some of your biggest takeaways? Also, like we talked about defining moments. Like, what's some of that game that you took away, from these experiences that you could share?
So, one thing that I will say is to trust yourself, trust you what you believe in. I'm not saying whatever you think is right, not in an ignorant standpoint like that, but you first is they always say you got to believe in yourself, but 100% is trusting yourself. Like, it have been times in my career where I'm asking somebody what they think, and I'm always getting these different answers, not bad, but it's just like, oh, this, or it needs this, or it needs this. Everybody's an A&R, everybody's a manager, it's amazing hit writer. So it's like when you learn that and you get in the mind state of not having to depend on anybody to give you an okay on your music, on your videos, on your statements, on whatever you're trying to make to be yourself. I definitely think you gotta believe in that, trust that, and always watch. You gotta have your eyes open for certain characters, certain energies that come around you, and to be careful with just how you move, and just trusting yourself, trusting your judgment. Trusting your creativity. I will just say that. Just trusting what you believe in, because you are the it, like, at the end of the day.
All right.
You feel me?
Word.
You trust yourself. I know you trust yourself.
I got to. I've been here and even like me being visual, like going visual. This is my 5th year. I got about 1,500 episodes. We just celebrated on my born day on the 2nd.
Wow.
You know,
Congratulations. Happy belated.
Appreciate it. The decision to walk out on faith with no safety net, like fuck it, I'm gonna let the world see who I am. 20 years behind the scenes. These last 4 years and some change. On strictly audio.
Right.
Connecting with people, stories, all kinds of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Black people is fucking amazing. I can't even have to spend my time looking for diversity. We are the most diverse beings on the planet. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't get we're like them snowflakes or raindrops. Each one is unique. You see what I'm saying? So you just looking at that and getting people in different lanes, different spiritual paths, different stories, same people. You see what I'm saying? So to find that, to hone that, to celebrate. It's been times I've been bugging out. It's been times I've been in tears listening to folks' stories. You see what I'm saying? There's times I just had like that, you see what I'm saying? Like in that pursuit of happiness when he walked out that building after he got that, the joint, he went through all that hell to get, you understand what I'm saying? It was like those moments in my being, and there was stories attached to them. And those stories wasn't my stories. It was me creating a lane for those stories to be told and to be heard around the globe. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so those was beautiful moments for me. You see what I'm saying? So propelling it is like, fuck it. It's time to go visual, because, no matter what, it was like 1,100 episodes and nobody has seen my face. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So it's like, fuck it, let me just walk out, no safety net, and let me walk out of my comfort zone. In December, I made the decision, and 400 episodes later, here we go. You see what I'm saying? And
that's amazing, bro. Killed that.
In the least, you see what I'm saying? But just being out there, being visual, things have changed, and the group that I was around, I was introduced to a whole nother group. You see what I'm saying? Like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it started with Cindy Moe, went from Cindy Moe to Dale Harrison, and from Dale Harrison to D-Lay, you know what I'm saying? And from D-Lay to G Wayne, Tim Willie, Red Styles, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, and it's people in between, but as far as like this lane in regards to y'all brothers and sisters, the amazing work that y'all do. Sometimes no script at all, or a script is there, you like, fuck it, improv. You understand what I'm saying? Like professionals, they got greats that can't do it. You see what I'm saying? The greats of the greats couldn't do it. George Carlin would not talk until the people had stopped clapping. He couldn't. He had that OCD like that. So there was nothing off the cuff with him. You would see it. He would look and wait and look. And then he would start talking again. You see what I'm saying? Like, and he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the definitions of what comedy was. You see what I'm saying? And he was telling the truth out there. You see what I'm saying? But that improv, like you hear that, you feel that, you see that Eddie Murphy shit. You understand that Adam Sandler shit? Like you see it, like boom. It's like, oh yeah. They're like, what the fuck happened with the script? Hey, yo, fuck it. We keeping this. You see what I'm saying?
We're gonna do something. So,
Yeah, and the type of versatility, the ability. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no way in the world like regular people will come up with. He was like, nigga, he got a Dees and he got a Sunview. I was like, I was like, wait a minute. And then the rationale and the breakdown was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He got a son, you know what I'm saying? And blah, blah, blah. That's his son view. You understand? He got a deep, he got a daughter in the deep. I was like, I'm in my head like,
I feel crazy for that.
How did I miss that shit? You see what I'm saying? Like, how did that shit make so much sense? Wasn't supposed to make that much sense. Like, that shit was crazy amazing. And the opportunities and the love y'all show one another and the support factor. This is just me in my mind. You see what I'm saying? The support factor, like boom, boom, boom. All right, boom. Oh, okay. What you need? Oh, you need a center today? All right, I'll be the center. All right, you need a point guard? Yeah. All right, you need a 6 man? I'm in off the bench.
I'll be that. Right.
Like, I love it. It's like, oh fuck it, I don't need to be in this shit at all. I'm shooting today. Okay, so I'm
Right.
like, damn. I'm like, what don't y'all do?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like seeing all that and all of that gifting that you're doing in the world, and then flip side, on the other side, when shit got serious, y'all got serious right with it. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm like, I'm hearing from G Wayne. I see what's going on. Like I could see it in his face. Like I could see it in your face. Like I could see that. Okay, this is cool, but when shit get real, it got real. So I seen the
Right.
real too. You know what I'm saying? So I loved it even more. You see what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just, hey, this, that, or whatever. So, you know, how then now can you find the balance in between? Because when shit got real, shit got real. You know what I'm saying? Shit got real with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit is real, you know. So like, how do you find the balance in between what you create when it's time to create? Like I had seen scenarios, like he made a little video before one of his videos recently and was like, yo, this is my offering. This is what I can offer. And during this time, you see what I'm saying? Like, so enjoy the content. You see what I'm saying? And then, like I heard G Wayne was like, he was like, it's been hard as hell for me because G Wayne a funny motherfucker to be funny. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? You know, so, you know, how for you did you find the balance in between everything that's going on and maintaining how you do what you do? And involved because you're involved like a motherfucker too.
Right. It's crazy because like at first it wasn't the easiest thing because it was funny just at the beginning. Like I don't know if people understand the timeline of 2020. Like there was people dying all beginning of the year. Like I had homeboys, family members, friends, everybody. I think before February hit, I heard of like 6 different deaths that from people that I knew, like 6 people, close people, and I was like, "Yo, this is way too much stuff in close home." And in February, I remember Trump. That's when Trump killed Soleimani, and overseas, and I had did a video about that, and then after that, Kobe died, and then the coronavirus hit, and you know what I'm saying, and like. And then George Floyd, you know, Ahmaud Arbery, all these people, Breonna Taylor, like all these people, this has all been this year, you know what I'm saying? And it definitely is very, especially at the beginning of the coronavirus, it was so hard to shoot with people. Like even now, it's getting better. Now it's opening back up, but it's extremely hard. You don't know who's around who. You don't know who's touching who. You know, you don't. And if I got family members, they don't want nobody in the house. I don't. You know what I mean? It's just it's kind of just like a whole different barrier that kind of made it a little bit harder for people who didn't have anyone like always by them or living with them or right hand man or something like that, where they could just shoot and. But you know, there's definitely those times where you have those core people that you can go over here with and shoot a scene and put scenes together. So it happens, but it's way slower than just 5 people showing up at one spot, getting all those scenes and leaving. Now I'm gonna go to 5 different people, probably 5 different days or 3 days out the week, and just put all these things together. So it just works. Me personally, I had to find a way to utilize it and make it work, adjust to the situation. But hard at the beginning, being way better now.
Yeah, that's some serious versatility right there. You know what I mean? I think, you know, some people would have crumbled under the pressure because a lot of people had, you know, just their normal routine and how they do things got interrupted and it was bugging. What you mean?
Frustrated.
My children can't go to school. What the fuck am I supposed to do with my children?
Right.
Oh, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, and people were serious with that shit. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah. So I could definitely understand for as a content creator. You see what I'm saying? So many lanes opened up for me in the midst of this. Like
That's amazing.
uh, people I would have never got a chance to have a moment with. You see what I'm saying? Just because the schedule busy, cats on the go, boo, boo, boo. Yeah, this. I was like, these are precious times. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
even more precious the stories that come from the people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If I'd have just had to infer about your experience. You see what I'm saying? Watching you on camera. You know what I mean? Like, you know, from one sketch to the next. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
yeah, it's a lot of versatility, man. I'm telling you, like I'm not using that word to sound cliche. You see what I'm saying? Like I really mean it in every sense of the word, because it's like, you got the joints where, Shorty come home from jail, you know what I'm saying? To like,
Right.
we can make this work. You and Callie Scott, she's fucking phenomenal. You see what I'm saying? Like, so
Right.
you just seeing all of these joints all together, like it's bugged. You know what I mean? It's bugged so much for that. So as far as on seeing, um, chemistry or that, like I asked you, Wayne, Tim Willie, and them, like, who brings out the best? Who had you on your A game? You understand what I'm saying? Like, who's your
Mm-hmm.
favorite people, to shoot with?
Who my favorite? Ken for sure. That's my dog. Me and Ken, we work. Ken always has an extra line that should go or that can't go. He's that guy. So if he's on set, 100%. If you got something that's funny, he's gonna try to make it funnier. So he's always about uplifting something. For sure, Ja. Love working with Jay Ali. Jay Ali always keeps the atmosphere exciting. Kanigra is amazing to work with. Callie, I love working with Callie because Callie's down. Kanigra and Callie, they're so down to do whatever, like running, backflips. I need you to do 20 push-ups for this scene. Kanigra, I don't know if people don't know, like all that stuff that Kanigra is doing in those fresh out videos, she's actually really having to work out. Like episode 2, she really was working out. Overtakes, overtake, push-ups, sit-ups, like burpees, planks, like so. She's good to work with. G Wayne, I love working with G Wayne, man. He's amazing. He can throw the script down and just go. Like he's that guy. But yeah, who else over there? Oh, Marche. Marche's amazing. A couple. Who else? I ain't saying your name. Don't get mad at me. Don't hate me. But
It's like that.
Yeah, truthfully,
It's like
right. I was like that for real, like that for real. I heard you say that. But truthfully, man, everybody that I shoot with, I'm only shooting with them because I like shooting with them. So like, if I'm not saying someone's name, trust me, if they're in my video, the reason why is because I'm really huge off energies, and I like their energy. I like their vibe. I like the versatility that they bring. I like the creativeness. I like what they're doing on their page. And I feel like what we both can do can mesh in a very good way. So, like I said, if I'm not saying their name, if they're in my sketch, those are people that I actually am picking for. Like, I'm not picking nobody because they got a name or followers or any of that. It's all about, I like how that person's acting. I like that person's vibe. I like the delivery. I like the way they look. Let's get it. Boom.
Yeah, I had caught Ken on one of them rare occasions. He was on IG Live, you know what I'm saying? And I hopped on with him for a little minute, and we was just vibing. I was like, this shit is crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I snuck in with Ken real quick. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And that was beautiful because that brings another element accessibility. You got fans, you got
Right.
supporters, you got subscribers, blah blah blah. We all strangers, you know what I'm saying? But this makes
Right.
it a
Right.
little bit more personable, with that ability to communicate. I want the story of the beard, but before I dare venture off into the story of the beard. Um, what's some of the things that you find like meeting people, you know what I'm saying? And like, do people still have you in that space? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's the dude from blah blah blah. You understand what I'm saying? Like has
Uh
it been
huh.
a time or situation that you could share with us in case you had to, what I'm saying, take off on the motherfucker or something? But
No, I got you. I'll share you
like,
something. I'll share. Um,
yeah,
nah, one of the craziest moments like that was like I'll get those moments here and there, and the people will be like, oh, 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 and they just be tripping, and I'll just be like, "You good?" They'd be like, "To the max," and they'd be like, "Oh, the homies is stupid,"
yeah,
man, I love watch all your stuff, man, and I watch your stuff with John, and if they don't know me from my own videos, they've seen me in Big Josh sketch, and they 100% show Ja love all the time, but. I remember one time I was in Walmart in Oceanside, and I was walking down the aisle, and this guy, he seen me, and he looked at me, and I don't know, you probably know this, man. Someone sees you, and you kind of can feel that energy. You can see it out your peripheral, like that
yeah,
person's being weird or something.
right, right.
So he's looking at me, and then I walk to the other aisle, and he's just like slowly following me. So I kind of walk out the aisles and I go to the main aisle just to see if he's like still following me. And then I come back around and he cuts me off the other side and he goes, "Oh, wow, to French. I knew that was you, nigga. I knew that was you." And I'm just like, oh man, this guy. So yeah, that was hilarious. Like, that was loud too. Like loud. So yeah, that was hilarious. There's been a couple of them. That one threw me off for sure.
What do you do with that? Like, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. My guy, what's good, bro? How you doing? Because it's at the same time I appreciate it. I don't care how it comes. No disrespect, but like you can't really control that. So it's like at the end of the day, I appreciate it all in all. But I just keep it. Hey, I thank you so much. They'll say their things and I want a picture or maybe don't want a picture. Usually people just want to let you know that they like your stuff. Like they don't even really. It's not even too much. I haven't had no I'm not nowhere crazy big yet, but people just want to let you know that they enjoy what you're doing and you're a cool person and shoot, they going about their way. So it's definitely pretty dope. Appreciate it 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's gotta be crazy. That shit's gotta be crazy. I was in Atlanta at one of these festivals and I was talking to, one of my brothers out there or whatever. And one of my guys, he was working like the gate or whatever. He was like, "Yo, Knowledge, come in, man." I'm like, man, what the fuck happened? It's like 90 degrees out there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't want to have to whoop nobody ass out here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all peaceful and shit. So, I don't get regular calls, like, yo, they'll just call my name for no reason. You see what I'm saying? So,
right. You stupid. Right.
So I bounce over this joint and I see this dude standing there. He's like, "Tell him." I'm like, "Oh shit, man. Look, man. What the fuck going on?" So he's like, "Yo, man, I listen to your show all the time." I said, "Really?"
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm not visual. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, really? Yeah, man. He's like, "Yeah, man, I've been listening to your show for years." I'm like, "Which one?" I had a different show every day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Different show, different people. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, which one? Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm really like, which one? You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of crazy shit was happening. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, which one? You know what I'm saying? Like they used my show transcripts in one of my dude's trial. You see what I'm saying? Trying to pay him like BIE. This like BIE was at the height. You know, motherfuckers that got locked up and shit for being too black. Like, put your hands behind your back. You're too black. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Still happening.
Yeah, which one? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was like, oh, well, y'all had this show and y'all was talking about survival. That's acquired. He was like, and the dude on the show, he had got locked up and y'all was still holding the show down. I'm like, okay. You see what I'm saying? That's proprietary information. You would not know that. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't tuning into the show, what's going on, unless you're a real good agent. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, so I'm like, all right, okay. So then it just makes sense. You know, the numbers tell you one thing, but you don't find the other part out until you're out there. You see what I'm saying? You don't find the other aspects out until you're out there. You might be like, 10,000 people watched a video that you put up. But if you ain't meeting none, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what that is. You see what I'm saying? Then when you meet something, you're like, oh shit, this is motherfuckers is really listening to this shit. Like my people are really watching what I have going on. You see what I'm saying? So it's like motivation to keep going. Because I swore I quit 27 times. I used to tell people I quit every day. And then the next day I'll be back at work early.
What's up? It's your boy Knowledge. We finna get it in today. I thought you quit. I was quit. Yesterday I was quit. I quit for the day.
I quit for the day, for real. And it's crazy, because I don't have content that's for everybody, and some of us love that, and some of us don't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? It's very exclusive, because we have stories that need to be told properly. How many times have you seen a story that was supposed to be related to us and no one looks like us and it's nothing like our story? You see what I'm saying? It's told through the eyes of someone who cannot relate nor identify, but they just amalgamate and misrepresent. So this is like a sanctuary for us to have a place to be our authentic self. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's all good. It is all good. And I just continue to move in that best kind of manner and, leave space and save space, for our brothers and sisters where they know they could come, be heard, and be understood or misunderstood and it be in fun. Like, oh shit, I got that all fucked up. Yeah, that's what happened. Right. Okay, now I know. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. That's fire. Yeah, sure. I think this was amazing. I think what you're doing is amazing, bro.
That's love, man. I just want to do the best job I possibly can because I know everybody has a story. And especially with y'all doing so much work, I don't even think you get a chance to even think about anything that you do because it's just on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one.
Yeah, really, truthfully, you can get lost. Like if you drop a video and get lost in the trying to look at it and all that, like you can't, I gotta write another 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 more sketches. I got fresh out of 10. We can make a lot of different stuff. So it's like with not being able to be close to people at your own time, with curfews, with riots, like all this stuff is just so. But 100%, I love what I'm doing so much, and I appreciate the energy that I'm getting from people. I think it's worth trying to make it happen the best way I can. So, I'm out here.
That's what's up. So, could we get the beard story before we wrap it up?
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. My barber Manny from Oceanside, California, East to West Cuts is the barber shop. But before he got his own, actually he's on his second shop now. Which is crazy. But before he even had a shop, he was cutting out of his garage. And I remember one day, it was just a thought I was always thinking about, like, what if I dyed my beard? And I was going on was going on Google and I was looking for men with dyed beards, and I found one guy. It was a white guy. He had a red beard, and that's all I could find. But it was like a screenshotted type picture. It wasn't even. I couldn't find the person, so I was just like, "Damn, what would that look like?" And I always liked gold, and I went to my barber and I asked him. It was a couple people in the garage. I think it was like 4 other people in the garage. And I went in there. I was like, what do y'all think if I dyed my beard gold? Everybody laughed. Everybody laughed at me, said it was stupid, dumb idea, wouldn't look good on me, blah, blah, blah. Right then and there, I was like, oh, yeah, this is dope. I'm doing it. And I got it. And I've been having it for what, like 4 years now? So, yeah, it was that easy. It was just that simple. Everybody was clowning it, saying I shouldn't do it. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And now everybody want to say that's the gold beard. Same people. They say, you the gold beard. So that's why I said, trust your judgment and believe in what you want to do. Because there's things people will say no to, and it's all the way yes. Like, shoot, I heard people told me double tap wouldn't be that amazing, or wouldn't be that, or wouldn't be this. Shoot, it's hit 1.5 million on YouTube without no major backing, and it's just like, just believe in yourself, man. No matter what they say, just believe in what you want to do.
And I love how you use you use all of your repertoire in the sketch. I didn't get a chance to say that publicly. You see what I'm saying? Like, double tap. I was like, then when I listened, I said, oh shit, he used his own shit. That shit was the shit.
Right.
So
exactly.
So it's that branding is still out there. You got that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yep. Tyreek had that joint got to come down like all the way at the end until he finally like broke the song out. I was like, and then the video, I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. I was looking for that shit. Like, that shit is crazy. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, this was nuts. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's some genius, stuff. And one of the things I said to G Wayne is like, y'all creating a new normal. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
A new normal. Like this will get you paid now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that phone ain't gonna make you no goddamn money. Look, these young Jesus, like, I'll be goddamn.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'll be damned if this ain't gonna make me no money.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So y'all are creating a new normal and a new lane that y'all are carving out, for the younger people to look in a career field that's lucrative, where they ain't gonna break their back and they're gonna be in control of their own destiny. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that, and with people who look like us, like our shit go viral, and then a motherfucker come give you a check and take it. You see what I'm saying? Come take that shit, and Walter French be some little Asian dude. You know what I'm saying? Some little Asian dude with some little Asian dude with a platinum beard. You know what I'm saying? Talk about wow.
Right. Be all on the web. Everybody love him.
Right. You're like,
10 million subscribers.
Yeah, 100 mil. You know what I'm saying? You like
100 million, the most subscribers in a month. Like, man,
action figures
out of here. Right. TV shows, Nike deals.
Right.
Crazy. Man.
Well, I appreciate you coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? Sharing your jewels, sharing your wisdom, getting busy. I'm going to play a couple of your joints at the end. I ain't want to interfere with the flow of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel you.
I don't know if you checked out that the joint that I did, like the Spotify session,
the DM that you sent, the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has all the songs in it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the joint was crazy. You see what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I'll play a couple of joints. An hour later, I'm still playing joints, and I'm like, I ain't even done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not even done. Like, yeah.
And I appreciate it. I got
I love it.
I have a new song coming out this week as well with Ryan Toby. It's a kind of all about all this stuff that's going on right now. Kind of got inspired going out to these protests and seeing everything that's happened. Really just got inspired, and I wrote a song, and then I sent it over to Ryan, but then I was just gonna put it out just because my just emotional about the situation. Just drop it just on some like whatever type stuff, and he sent me back his verse. I was like, oh, this is a song. This is crazy. So the video and the song will come out this week, and I'm just excited. Can't wait for everybody to see that too. So look out for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna run it over here. Definitely. You're welcome here anytime, all the time, no time, whatever. You understand? So and this yours.
I'm gonna be back for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm gonna be back for
sure.
sure.
Can holler at me, man.
I will. I will.
Not a weird, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
I told him to holler at you.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm big enough for Big Jai or Minx, you know what I'm saying? But tell them, hey, it's all love over here.
For sure. Yeah. I don't have no problem. You're good people to me. Yep. I definitely gonna go. I'll tell Ken. Hit Ken up. Hit him up, and then put it in his ear, and then I'll let him know for sure. Like, yeah, that's a good guy, man. He doing the big over there. He trying to make something happen. So definitely support you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate your time and continue to be creative. You know what I'm saying? And keep striving for excellence. I know you're not one to rest on your laurels. You're going to continue to be creative. I wouldn't be surprised if I seen you on somebody's stage in somebody's movie. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to read your book or books. You understand what I'm saying? And just continue to keep control of our narrative and not allow it to be misused.
Right. For sure, yeah. I appreciate you. I'm gonna keep that going and shit, man. Hit me up. I'll be back.
All right, we out. We about to bang some of these joints and we out of here. Peace.
Up on your page, got a nigga fuck. What's your name? Emoji sign. Open that eye. Where you at? What's your name? Emoji sign. Open that eye. Where you at? Double tap tap, double tap tap, double tap tap, double tap tap. All these eyes in my face, all these eyes in my face. Double tap tap, double tap tap, double tap tap, double tap tap. I end up on your page, got a nigga fucked up on your page. Tap that, twerk is our hashtag. All these eyes in my face, all these eyes in my face. Double tap tap, double tap tap. She got the cheat code and they safe. I end up on your page. That's a shame. Shit, it's all a game. And guys like me give her butt the fame. Promote her body, get her out the hood and safe. She at the gym to take pics of only her face. Go ahead, follow me. Follow me. Go ahead, follow me. All she care about is the following. Follow me. Shit. Follow me. Go ahead and follow me. All we ever care about is the following. What's your name? Emoji sign. Open that eye. Where you at? What's your name? Emoji sign. Open that eye. Where you at? Double tap tap, double tap tap, double tap tap, double tap tap. All these eyes in my face, all these eyes in my face. Double tap tap, double tap tap, double tap tap, double tap tap. I end up on your page, got a nigga fucked up. She wanna be famous now. Think she got it all figured out, but she don't know what fame's about. Go back and dig out. She shameless now. Couple likes and a repost, she gon' bust it out. She addicted to the cloud. She grew up not knowing what trust about. That's a shame, shit, it's all a game. I love to follow her. And guys like me, give her butt to fame. She bad as fuck. Promote her body, get her out the hood and safe. I give her the She at the gym to take pics of only her face. The world to follow. Follow me. Follow me. All she care about is the following. Follow me. Shit. Follow me. Follow me. All we ever care about is the following. What's your name? What's your name? Emoji sign. Emoji sign. Open that eye. Where you at? Where you at? What's your name? What's your name? Emoji sign. Open that eye. Where you at? Double tap tap. Double tap tap. Double tap tap. Double tap tap. All these eyes is in my face. All these eyes is in my face. Double tap tap. Double tap tap. Double tap tap. Double tap tap. How I end up on your page? Got a nigga fucked up on your page. Yeah. Don't tap tap. Don't tap tap.
Cali up. Blazing in my chalice. Blazing in my chalice. We here. Cali up. Blazing in my chalice. Blazing in my chalice.
All I wanna do is get it. All I wanna do is get it, yeah. No matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes. All I wanna do is get it. All I wanna do is get it, yeah. No matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes. Moving forward is the only option. There's no reason for stopping. I have star status skills to pay the bills and a backstory that give you the chills. Yeah, I've been working hard, 2 days, 3 days. I really need to start. It's an uphill battle for sure, though. Somebody's gotta do it, cause my family need more, though. Yeah, it can get icy cold in this heat. Sometimes things feel impossible to beat, but you have to stay focused. No need for you to cheat, cause what you got, yeah, we'll get them out their seats. Don't quiet down, you're a lion now, so roar. Obstacles won't scare me, throw me more. Flying high, watch me soar. They notice greatness when I enter the door. Yeah. All I wanna do is get it. All I wanna do is get it, yeah. No matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes. All I wanna do is get it. All I wanna do is get it, yeah. No matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes. It's been a long time coming, ain't never running, I'm right here. The fight's here. Last time you seen skills like this, it's been like years. The moves I do give your whole team nightmares. Mr. Fix them, take the shots and do not miss them. Try and guard me, and I bet that you gon' get your issue. You gotta fight with heart, it ain't rocket science. I'm one of the best there are. I ain't lying, to the core with it, put more in it. Watch the speed, pedal to the floor with it. You can look me in my eye and tell that I'm with it. You can look me in my eye and tell I'm gonna get it. Don't quiet down, you a lion now, so roar. Obstacles don't scare me, throw me more. Flying high, watch me soar. They notice greatness when I enter the door. Yeah. All I wanna do is get it. All I wanna do is get it, yeah. No matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes. All I wanna do is get it. All I wanna do is get it, yeah. No matter how hard it is, no matter how long it.
Lil' mama got a body, and I ain't never seen nothing that's so nice. Yeah, and she can get naughty. Go right. That's really she put the thing on ice. Shut. Listen, I tell her do it. So professional, I know she do it. She was staring at me, bro, I know it. The way I wreck it, baby, hope you got insurance. Back down, they gon' kick us out, you moaning loud. She said she like it warmer in the south. I'm on them curves, baby, I'm in route. Look, First I show I belong in this, but I won't try your old misses. No more new rides to the old missions. Shit was kinda broke, I had to really fix it. Too many niggas is on a intermission. She threw it to him, I had to intercept it. We gon' rock like Led Zeppelin. I'm messing with your intellection. Yeah. Do it, do it, do it. You always wanna do it, do it, do it, do it. You really wanna do it, do it, do it, do it. Show me that you wanna do it, do it, do it, do it.
You see it.
Living life just like a movie.
Walk in, dripping head to my toe. Money phone, got my ear to the dough. And that girl is poison. Big butt with a smile, no velvet devout. She gon' get it on the pole, doing what she knows. She gon' bend it over, touch her toes, baby by the door. She be with me everywhere I go. She just play a role, and she'll fight a bitch for me. She ain't scared of hoes, nah. And I ain't gotta even say shit. Baby in the Jimmy Choo's when she being basic. And she got hella young licks on the playlist. Put her on the flight to the Bay, that's some Bay shit.
Do it, do it, do it. You always wanna do it, do it, do it, do it. You really wanna do it, do it, do it, do it. Show me that you wanna do it, do it, do it, do it. Living life just like a movie.
Money, fame, ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'.
Money, we never gonna stop. Always dreamed of having big money. Always dreamed of having exotic cars. I love eating at the 5 stars, where you get catered to by the waitress. See, not everybody can have that. You try to get rich, I can manage that. Baller, it's either get it or be gotten. Baller, yes, I'm a shot caller. My story, I'm the author. Getting deals done, slight work. You better show me the money so I can network. Mansions, yachts, private jets. You want it like this? Sorry up.
We gon' go hard till we make it to the top. We ain't never gonna stop. This is our world. Superstars, we ballin', baby. We gon' go hard till we make it to the top. We ain't never gonna stop. This is our world. Superstars, we ballin', baby.
Deals done, slight work. You better show me the money so I can network. Cutthroat, you gon' hate me. So much persuasion, I got a mouthpiece. Get in my way, you bonito. Getting money so easy, I got a cheat code. And I refuse to take a loss. That's why I always gotta be the boss to these ballers.
Money, fame, ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'. We gon' go hard till we make it to the top. We ain't never gonna stop. This is our world. Superstars, we ballin', baby. We gon' go hard till we make it to the top. We ain't never gonna stop. This is our world. Superstars, we ballin', baby. Stars, we ballin'. Sky's the limit. 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 Money, fame, ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'. Money,
We
fame,
never gon' stop.
ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'. Money,
We never
fame,
gon' stop.
ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'. Money,
We
fame,
never gon' stop.
ballin'. Money, fame, ballin'.